Hi guys, welcome. Hey, thank you for joining me again today. And what I'm going to be talking about today is one of the issues that business owners face. Now, there's a thin line, and if you don't know, right, there's a thin line between um, real life and the internet. And I think that with the way things are going, sir, the thin line is blurring even more. What do I mean by that? Right? A lot of people think that, oh, how they sell on the internet is different from how they sell in real life. So you see a lot of business owners saying that, oh, I know how to sell, but I don't know how to sell on the internet. I don't know this whole, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You see, sales is just is a game of numbers, right? The more people you meet, the more chances you're able to, the more chances you are able to sell, right? So, what do? What you want to work on, especially if you want to sell on the internet, is to check out your channels. The more channels you have to sell, the more you'll be able to reach out to more customers and increase sales. So, let me give you guys an easy channel strategy that you can use. I use this channel strategy a lot, and it has brought me considerable sales. Now, here's the thing. What you want to do is, because you understand, and look, this goes without saying, the first thing you need to know is know who your ideal customer is. I can't reiterate that more than enough. I keep hammering it, and every video I do, I'm going to say hammer it, because that's like the most important thing. That's the basis, right? If you don't even know who your ideal customer is, then how do you want to start selling to that person, right? So understand who your ideal customer is. Now, the next thing is to now understand that ideal customer, because you understand who they are. Where do they hang out? Where would you most likely find them? I'll give you an example. So if I'm targeting 95 people, I know that I'll get their attention on LinkedIn, right? If I were targeting the upcoming, youth, maybe teenagers and all that, I'll probably find them more on TikTok. I'll gain their attention more on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, that kind of thing, right? But now, it doesn't mean that you won't play on all platforms, but where would you put most of your power? Now, here's the thing. If you sell a premium brand, right, most times you want to do Twitter, maybe Instagram, Facebook. I mean, a lot of times Facebook is more like the mass market kind of place. So if you're selling, clothes, maybe jewelry, food, that kind of thing, Facebook might be where you want to play. So just understanding where they hang out, and then you now go and position yourself there. But here's the thing. You can't rely on only one platform. That's the honest truth, right? Because, like I said, sales is a game of numbers, right? So the more platforms you can position yourself, the more you'll be able to sell. So here's a strategy that you can use to position yourself on different platforms, and it's a strategy that I use as well a lot, and that has helped me. So here's the thing: pick out 3 to 4 channels that you want to communicate with your customers regularly. For example, my channels are WhatsApp, right? Instagram and Facebook, right? And then YouTube. But here's the interesting thing. Uh, if you say WhatsApp, what does it mean? WhatsApp has so much that you can do. Some people only use one medium to communicate on WhatsApp. So let me tell you my own personal strategy. So the first thing I do is I always start my messaging or my thought process, or if I want to compose a message, with WhatsApp broadcast. So I'll go to the WhatsApp, I have a broadcast list. Now here's the thing. If you don't have a list, you haven't even started. So whatever list, just get a list of people that you're trying to sell to, right? And so it could be a list, an email list, which is the best list that you can have. It could be a WhatsApp broadcast list. It could be, any list. Just have a list. Now, in those lists, what do you want? You want to have 3 types of lists. The first list you want to have is your prospect. Who are the people that you're prospecting? Who are the people that have not bought from you? So your prospect list consists of people that you're targeting, but they've never bought from you. Then you now have your buyers list. And this is a list of people that have purchased something from you. Because you see, a buyer is a buyer is a buyer is a buyer. Once somebody can offer to give you money in exchange for something, it means that you want to keep creating different things for that person to keep buying, right? And then the last list is your hyper buyers. And these are people that have bought more than 2 or 3 things from you, right? So let's circle back. So I start with a broadcast list, right? So I go to my broadcast list and I type out my message. Once I type out my message, I send it out. Now remember why it's important for you to know who your ideal customer is, because you want to be in the frame of mind where you're creating the message. So you're thinking, okay, what would I do to stir up emotions in this person, because you understand the person. So I send out that as a broadcast list. Here's an interesting thing that I do. That broadcast, I now take it, copy it, and paste it on Facebook. So you see, I've moved from WhatsApp to Facebook, paste it on Facebook, then I take a screenshot of my Facebook post. Because you see, when you post it on Facebook, it gives it this whole nice design feel. So if you're not very good in Canva or any design tool, Facebook will easily design it for you. Just paste it and then screen munch it. Once I screen munch it, then I come back to WhatsApp and I post it on my WhatsApp status. So you see, on WhatsApp, I've created two channels, the broadcast list and the status. So I put it down there, and some people might not be on your broadcast list, but they'll be on your status. Now, once I'm done with that, then I'll carry that same broadcast, go to Instagram, take a picture or a video or whatever, and then I can use that as a caption, and then I'll post it. Another way that you can do is that same picture that you posted on your WhatsApp status, you can take it to Instagram and just post it so that people see it. Because a lot of people don't really like reading the captions, right? So they can just see it from the post. Now, this is an easy way for you to reach, thousands of people without stressing yourself. So you see, the same content, you've just, dialed it down. Now, here's another strategy that you can use with video. Now, this is for text-based. So if you're doing video, I'll tell you, it's simple. Nothing sells or nothing connects you better with your customers than video, right? So one of the things you can do is to pick a video, do a long form video. So long form video is anything from like maybe 5, 7, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Do a long form video. You can post the long form video on YouTube and on Facebook. Now, why YouTube? I'll tell you. YouTube is the second largest search engine. So after Google is YouTube. Most times, think about it. When you're looking for something, where do you go to search? YouTube, right? So put it on YouTube. But when you are doing it, make sure that you are doing videos to answer questions. For example, this video is answering the question of where can I get customers, right? So I'm telling you different strategies that I can use to reach out to more customers. So you answer the questions or create videos that answer questions. So you have like a 7-minute video. Once you have that video, what do you now do? You can now pick that video and edit it. There's so many editing tools. One of the editing tools that I use is InShot, InShot. InShot is an amazing tool, easy to use, straightforward. Just clip it. So what you do is you look for like 1 minute out of the 7 minutes that you have spoken. Look for 1 minute that really makes sense. Just trim it and then save it on your phone. Then you can now post that on Instagram as well. Out of the 7 minutes, you can still find like 15 seconds, 30 seconds. Clip it, or you can even do like a mashup of different clips. Clip it, put it on YouTube, on Instagram as reels. So you see, now you've done Instagram videos, you've done Instagram reels, right? And then you can also post on your IGTV. So the long form content, you can also post it on your IGTV as well. This is like the easiest thing for you to do to be able to stay consistent. Because one of the things that kills a lot of business owners that are trying to make it on the internet, make it online, is that they feel overwhelmed. So instead of you to wait and feel overwhelmed, it's to try to find how to, instead of feeling overwhelmed, is to try to find how to repurpose your content. And once you repurpose it, you can post it on different platforms. Now, I hope this was useful to you, and I hope that you'll be able to use it right now. I mean, go ahead, create a broadcast list, start sending out broadcasts, post it on Facebook, screen munch it, post it on your WhatsApp stories, and start creating content that connects. Now, here's a final note on creating content. A lot of times people struggle with, I want to create. So instead of thinking always create, here's what you do. Think document. What happened to you during the day? What happened to you, this week? Just share. You went to a restaurant, you didn't like the service, share it, but tie it to your ideal message. You need to have like what's your message? For example, like me, my message is business growth. So I always share strategies on business growth. So even if I post something about fitness, I go for a run, I always tie it to business, how you can do difficult things, and so that means you can grow a business, right? So if you found this useful, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. You don't know, someone on your timeline, this might just be the thing that will help that person grow their business. And until next time, I want you to know that I believe in your capacity to grow your business and lead an effective team. I am the Othman. Take care.